Okay, baby, we're rolling.
Yay.
Yay. I'm feeling so full. I don't know how my energy is going to be because we just ate so much stuff. Lauren and I literally just did like a mukbang, but like didn't record it. And I feel like a lot of people don't even like the word mukbang.
I was
like,
just about to say,
what's a mukbang?
I feel like you've said this
is?
to me before, but it doesn't sound pleasant.
A mukbang refers to a live or pre-recorded video or webcast where a host eats large quantities of food for the entertainment of viewers.
Well, why does it sound like a porn episode?
It sounds
naughty. Weird.
Yeah. No, we just ate a bunch of food, and so we're like, I literally was like, I don't know, I had to be rolled into the studio. I feel like,
oh yeah,
but we've got our beverages.
Oh God, we have to introduce these.
This is our beverage today.
For the people that are just listening and not watching, it looks like
pee.
It looks like we're drinking piss from a bottle. It's like actually kind of disturbing. And there's a story behind that. Morgan, take it away.
I don't have koozies yet. I need to get koozies for this show because no free promo. Lauren, you're showing off your dentist on your mug.
Oh no.
Turn it around. Turn it around, Lauren. We're drinking out of these beautiful, clear bottles. It's changing the experience for me. I'm going to be honest. I think a good cup really can make or break the experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's that.
But actually, this one is just kind of on us because usually we drink wine in like different cups anyway.
Red Solo.
You know what I mean? Like we're not drinking a bottle of wine that has a brand on it with the bottle of wine like label showing.
Yeah, no free promo. No free feet pics. Kick us off today.
Oh, okay. What would you like me to kick?
Well, like anything going on. I mean,
we just flake in my piss.
Oh my God, what?
Okay, I should not. People are gonna think that I'm serious. This is white wine. Just to.
Is it though, or is this a new health trend where you drink your own pee?
Oh wow! Don't start rumors. We're gonna
look at the little foam you can get on the top, just like a toilet when you pee.
Ew. You know, you can drink it though.
Not forever though, right?
But for a little bit.
How many times?
I think we talked about this before, but my 6th grade teacher said that you could. I think you're still supposed to like boil it. But if you were like stranded from crashing in a small airplane in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
Apparently that's
apparently
actually no. I'm pretty sure I said this before on the podcast and people were like,
that's not true.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop being weird.
Dude, this whole episode's about to be weird. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. I just recorded like 2 episodes of Clues today and interviewed one of our cases, like one of the people we talk about. So we got to interview her today, and it was just like, it's been such a crazy busy day.
I honestly want to hear about that. I know that
you could listen to that episode.
Really?
Yeah, and you absolutely should. Like, it's such a remarkable case. Like, spoiler alert, if you're a Clues fan, a Cluminati, we
cute.
Yeah, I know. They're officially deciding on this week's episode that comes out. So I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna pick yet. It's kind of scary. But that's my favorite, Cluminati.
Okay. Oh, I thought that's what you call your like listeners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like a fun one. But we get into the case about Denise Huskins, and then we got to interview her and like talk about where she is with her advocacy efforts. And it's going to be a really, really good episode. So if you're interested in true crime or you watched the Netflix documentary American Nightmare, like it's going to be really, really cool. But I had a crazy day with that. We also just had like a feast.
Make it stop.
If it's your first time here, welcome. Welcome to the chaos. I'm your host, Morgan.
Wow.
I'm joined by...
I'm Lauren.
Lauren!
I've never even thought about that in ages.
What if this is like the first time they're popping in?
That's awesome.
They're probably like, I thought we were reading Reddit stories. And you know what? We are. Today's theme it's a working title, right? Like always kind of go into this with a little bit of a working title. And then sometimes you get to the end and you're like, whoa, that was something else. So what I started when I was accumulating my stories, building my little folder, is naive or knuckleheaded.
I like knuckleheaded.
It has a ring to it. And so we're going to be like going through these stories and determining like, is this person just naive? Like, do they lack the wisdom and the knowledge, maybe the common sense, or are they knuckleheaded?
Wait, I thought it was going to be numbskull.
Oh, is it numbskulled? Wait, how do you spell that? As I literally like make a whole theme around it. I'm like, I can't even spell numbskulled. Wait, is that what it was?
I think so.
I feel like it was knuckleheaded.
No, because it was a word I haven't heard in a long time.
Okay, well, if it's numbskulled, it's lacking intelligence, foolish. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, working title, you guys. Like, ebbs and flows. Are you sure it was numbskulled? I thought it was knuckleheaded.
No, because it made me giggle because I haven't heard it in such a long time.
Well, in case it is knuckleheaded by the end, knuckleheaded means stupid, foolish, inept.
Okay, so they are the same thing.
It's a synonym.
I think we're okay.
We're safe.
Either.
Knuckleheaded numbskulls. Ooh.
I just want to make sure it's not a word that's like secretly offensive somewhere and I didn't know about it. Like when you said goofball, and apparently that's like a really bad word in Canada. And we were like, oh God.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, you were like, I try to find words that
aren't offensive.
Yeah, and so like.
And I still offended.
Yeah, apparently in Canada, it's a really bad word. You don't remember that?
Goofball?
Yeah, they commented it on the comments.
Where people
where the comments go. and then no, because I researched it because I thought they were just like yanking our chain.
That's what I'm like, wait, no, were people killing us? Were they messing with us? Were they kidding? Oh my God.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh my God, my Google search is Canada goofball offensive. Like I cannot. I'm scared for the energy.
Yeah, so this is the latest that we've probably ever recorded.
Oh my God, yeah, that too.
And so we just had really long days and we're both really tired. So if I'm a little bit nervous, but I also think this is a good moment to reach out to my fellow sleepy heads. If you're sleepy, you're not alone. We're here with you today.
I might fall asleep mid-episode. We'll see.
Can you imagine? I start responding. You're like, that was a boring answer. No. Try again.
Okay, well, let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay, up first. You're kind of my resident cat lady.
I know. I don't have a cat, but like I definitely am.
Yeah, you love a cat.
Love all cats. Well,
most cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is coming from Am I the Asshole? It is titled, Am I the Asshole for buying my girlfriend a scratching post for her birthday? For context, my girlfriend and I have been dating for 6 years. We were friends and coworkers for 10 years before we got together.
Sorry, I just have a weird visual, but continue.
We now own a home together with 2 cats that she brought into the relationship. We don't plan on having children, so these cats are effectively our babies. The relationship is great. We communicate very well together and are generally very happy. My girlfriend's birthday is in a few weeks, and this morning I asked her what she would like for her birthday. I'm notoriously not great at picking out gifts on my own. So she usually sends me links to a few items that she is interested in, and I will buy one for her. This has worked out for us as I don't have to fret about what to get her, and she gets exactly what she wants. She asked me this morning to think about what I would like to buy for her, as she doesn't want to always pick out her own gifts and would like to be surprised with a gift for once. I reiterated that I'm not great at picking out gifts, and she replied, quote, "Yeah, like that time you bought me a gift for the cats for my birthday?" For further context, the first birthday that we celebrated together, We had been dating for about 4 months, so the relationship was still pretty new. She had a small cat tower in her apartment that her cats had broken, and the tower had been lying on its side in her apartment for a while. I asked her why she hadn't thrown it out yet, and she said that the cats were still using the scratching post part of it, so she would leave it until she got around to replacing it. With her birthday coming up, I saw a small cat scratching post at the store and thought it would be an excellent birthday gift, as she needed a new one for the cats anyways. When I gifted her the scratching post, she seemed pleased with it and was able to throw out the broken cat tree. But today, 6 years later, she said that that gift was clearly not a birthday gift for her, but a gift for the cats. Am I the asshole for thinking the scratching post was a thoughtful gift?
I personally think I would have appreciated it.
Oh, that feels like a hot take.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would disagree with that. But it's a combination. I think in the beginning of a relationship, they said they were 4 months in.
Yes.
And he already said he's really bad at gift giving. To me, that is a thoughtful gift. You saw something was broken, you saw something was needed, and you got it for this person that you don't really know that well yet. I kind of think like when I have an animal, if someone gives me a gift, like I don't think like, oh, it's for my animal. I'm like, it's for me because I would have bought it. And my cats can't buy it themselves.
They don't have hands.
Yeah, so it's
Or
like,
credit card.
so it is still for me if you were to buy me something for my cat. Like, because I know, like, for example, my ex made a cat tree for my cat, who's my mom stole from me. But anyway, I had a cat in college, and my ex like made this. And to me, I wasn't like, he made this for my cat. I'm like, he made this for me. That was so thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is, yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. So, I mean, he made it for both of us, but he knew that it would make me really happy. So I mean, sorry, I don't know what's happening.
I'm like kind of torn because I'm like, I see the point. 4 months in, I agree. Like, very early in the relationship. And it is kind of like an awkward thing when you have a birthday or like a holiday right away as you start dating someone new. Because you're in this limbo of like, we've been dating for a month or 2 months and like, I don't know what to get them for the holidays. Do I buy them a $50 item? Do we go out for dinner, a nice date night kind of vibe? Or like, are they expecting more? So it is kind of this thing to like suss out and just be like, hey, what are we doing here? Like, what do you think? Like, it's our first birthday. It's your first birthday. I don't know. Like, you can communicate, but I do see your point, and this isn't something I thought about. And maybe this is like, I don't know. It is nice to get something that you would have to spend your own money on and you want to get anyways. But at the same time, it's nice to get items that are like solely about you as a gift. Like, for me, if Justin got the horse, like a halter, and then said, "Happy birthday, Morgan," I'd be like, no, that's for Smarty's birthday and it's in June. Like, he can get that for his birthday.
Yeah.
But
I get that. But those horses are both of your horses, and you guys also have been together for a long time. So
it's almost 7 years.
Yeah.
In December.
I guess I'm not saying that it's a great gift by any means. I just don't think I'd be mad about it. But I guess it doesn't sound like she's that mad. She's just saying like it wasn't a great gift.
It wasn't a great gift. So don't do it again.
Yeah. So I don't think that there's anything really wrong with that. But the issue is that she wants to be surprised with gifts, and he doesn't feel like he's good at doing that. I thought you were going to say that she said, "Could you try getting me your own gift for once?" And that he got like a cat scratcher instead. So I was like, that sounds almost like, what's the word? Malicious compliance. Yeah, where it's kind of like, sure, I'll do it, but then it's awful. So she goes back to sending links. On purpose.
Yeah, some weaponized incompetence.
Yeah, that's the right word. And so that's what I thought at first. But knowing that it was like the first thing, and he was just saw that there was a problem and then was like, oh, I'm going to fix that problem.
That is cute when you put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think of it as like something to hold against him, but it's also fair that she's like, I didn't think it was a good gift.
Well, and I will say like 4 months on, like some people might not have even bought that person a present at all 4 months in. I am very curious, and maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. When do you start buying a new boyfriend, girlfriend, partner gifts? Is it 2 months? Does it depend on how serious you get, how quickly? Like some people after the first date, they just like move in together. So I guess, it's context by context, but general rule, like what are we working with here?
Yeah. I'm not a big gift person.
Oh, I love a gift. I love giving a gift. I am gift.
I know. I guess I've never been like a super big gift person. Like, of course I love when someone gets me a gift. I think that's really nice, but like I'm not very, we even had this at one of the live shows when somebody bought his partner a vacuum. And I'm like, I would love a vacuum. And then everyone's like, boo, get off the stage.
Where do you think the overall vote on this one is?
It's probably that they completely disagree with me.
You think so?
Well, you said that what I said was a hot take, so that's just what I'm assuming.
Well, it was initially, but now that I've gone through it, I do agree. I don't think not the asshole for the gift 6 years ago would be the asshole if you continue to like not put effort in.
Yeah.
And using the excuse like, I'm not a good gift giver. Hey, it's something you do have to learn. You have to practice. Yeah. And like, your girlfriend, you've been together 6 years. Think about what she would like. Yeah. Maybe some self-care, maybe a massage. I don't know. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It could just be a nice effort, date night, adventure. But it's time to get on board of like putting effort in.
Yeah.
And not relying on her to pick her own gifts because that doesn't feel good.
Well, it's actually what you're saying about that too. I was thinking about this because it's like, okay, for example, my partner loves to cook. So my partner cooks me meals because he loves to cook for himself and includes me on something that he loves to do. And then there's other things where it's like my partner, let's say this scenario, may not love giving gifts, may not be a good gift giver, but knows that it's important to me and it makes me very happy. So my partner goes out of their way to practice and get better because they know that it makes me happy.
That's what people want.
Exactly.
They want B.
So not everyone is going to be like a natural at everything, but it does matter when they put in the effort to try, when they know it means a lot to you. But there's also a balance too. They can't just like go against their own natural instincts and like everything in their life, but like to make those moments of effort or sacrifice, those are important in a relationship, not just the ones that come naturally for you.
Yeah, I completely agree. This top comment, I'm going to be honest, you guys, I'm going to be so honest. It is the longest top comment I've ever seen on a Reddit post. Ever. I have to scroll multiple times to see the whole comment.
Oh my God.
So we will not be reading the whole thing. The post will be linked if you want to dive in deeper than what I will give you. But top comment. You were not the asshole for buying her a cat-related gift when you were only 4 months into the relationship. From that perspective, it was a thoughtful gift at the time. You didn't see the cats as joint babies back then. They were only hers. And after 4 months, you don't know someone really intimately. So knowing she loved her cats, buying her something for them was thoughtful. But there have been 6 years since then. And absolutely, you're the asshole for making no effort to get her something thoughtful during those years. That's just lazy. Gift giving is a skill that can be learned. Some people are naturally gifted at gift giving, but everyone can learn to be good enough at gift giving. Compare it to cooking.
Wow.
Some people are naturally good at cooking. They pick it up easily and they don't have to try very hard. But everyone needs to learn to cook at a basic level if they want to function at minimum adulting levels. Unless they're rich and can afford cooks, I guess. Same with gifting. The basic skills are paying attention to things they like, listening for mentions of things they're thinking about buying for themselves but don't. Start a notes page on your phone or whenever you record stuff you want to remember. Do that today. It's also worth thinking about presents you've seen them receive from other people and how they respond to them and how they generally live their life. If you have a long-term partner, consider present buying for partner a mandatory relationship skill. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It seems fair.
Yeah, I like that too.
I'm curious what the next top comment is because that one was long. Next one I see here, LOL, you got her cats a gift on her birthday. Sir, I understand the thought process, but a cat scratcher would be a gift I'd expect my boyfriend to surprise me with out of the blue because I saw this and knew you could use a new one.
That's
Not
also fair.
something on my birthday. A birthday gift should be centered on your girlfriend and something she's been eyeing for herself. Something she wouldn't get herself, but would love. Do not get stuff for her cats on her day. Also, don't get household chore appliances unless they've been specifically requested. My dad got my mom a vacuum one year because she loves to vacuum and needed a new one. It did not go over well. Spa gift cards, mani-pedi, gift card for a restaurant she's been eyeing, things and experiences she can do are great gifts over stuff. If you're stumped, good luck. I feel like they said it very well and concise.
You didn't like that I wasn't more concise?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just because the sky is blue doesn't mean it can't be purple too.
Well, no, when you looked at me, your eyes got a little smaller, so I thought you might be squinting.
No, I'm just like thinking. I also have hooded eyes. This is a new discovery of mine.
Wait, what, new?
I didn't realize until like you and Alejandra and me were talking about hooded eyes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, actually, we all have hooded eyes. All
We do,
three of
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my God. That explains why.
I didn't know actually for a long time either because I didn't know that there was like different types of like
eyelids.
Which
sounds
and
crazy,
it
right?
sounds stupid to say out loud, but I didn't think that there was like a word behind it.
I've never, and I get like this could be a cultural thing too, like where I grew up, like it's, you don't talk about your eyelids that much. I don't know, but like I've never been like, oh my God, you have hooded eyes. Like this literally did not come up until
never.
recently.
No, like I've never heard people talking about like, I don't remember the other names right now, but there's like a bunch of different names.
Shaped eyes.
But almond shaped is like the eye shape, and then and then there's downturned, and then there's like downturned and hooded, or like upturned and hood. Like hood. There's like I can't think of the other word that's not hooded right now, but I know that there's like multiple words for that too.
What is the other version?
I don't remember.
Too lazy to Google it.
But it was just crazy. One day I came across like an Instagram thing and it was like, which are your eyes? And I was like, what? There was a table of like 20 different combinations.
And you're like, I have hooded eyes.
Yeah. That's when I realized why people would compare me to Jennifer Lawrence. At first, I didn't really know what it was. I was like, are our cheeks similar? I don't know. But I think it was a lot with the
eyes.
Yeah.
You guys also can do like the same smize, like the same like engaged eye smile. Smize. You convey a lot through your eyes.
That's cool.
You don't notice that?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
look at her when she takes red carpet pictures. I can see it.
Oh, just like really like
the smile.
What I'm
just like the smize, like the powerful eyes.
Oh,
smize. Yeah, exactly. That was very good. Everyone watching Lauren did a very cute model pose. What did you think he was naive or knuckleheaded? Numbskulled.
Oh, a little both.
I'm gonna go more naive on the radar here.
Yeah.
A meter. We need a meter.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
A meter.
Right,
He's more like over to the left of the middle, towards naive.
Yeah, it's not super serious.
Not super serious. We'll see where this next one falls.
Okay.
Question. Do you want a poop story now or maybe in 2 stories?
Hit me with whatever you'd like.
Okay. Trigger warning, friends. Poop story. This one is coming from Am I the Asshole? It is 4 days old. Titled, Am I the Asshole for making my friend buy me a whole new bathing suit after it was returned with a shit stain? So this happened a couple weeks ago and there's still tension in the friend group over it. So I figured I'd ask Reddit. I, female 19, went on a girls' trip to Miami with some friends. One of my friends, female 21, let's call her Maya, asked to borrow one of my bathing suits since she forgot to pack one. I was fine with it, so I let her wear a matching 2-piece set that I've only worn a few times. Before giving it to her, I was aware that she has IBS. She's been open about it before, and I didn't think it would be an issue. I figured she'd take care of it, and if something did happen, she'd be honest about it. Fast forward to the end of the trip when she gives me the bathing suit back. I didn't look closely at it right away because I just shoved it into my suitcase to wash later. When I finally got around to doing laundry, I saw that the bottoms had a visible shit stain. I was mortified. It was clearly washed, but like not well enough. And although some of the girls disagree, it was definitely ruined in my opinion. I texted her about it and she apologized, saying she wasn't feeling great that day and that she did her best to clean it, but the fabric is light colored and very thin, so the stain is just there. I told her she would need to replace the bathing suit, and since the matching bottoms aren't sold anymore, that meant getting me a whole new one. She said she'd only pay for new bottoms because, quote, the top is fine. I told her that doesn't work for me since the bathing suit is a matching set and now I can't wear it at all. She called me inconsiderate and said I knew she struggled with IBS. A few girls are saying I should have just said no if I didn't want to risk something happening. They also said I'm being too harsh since it's just a bathing suit and she didn't do it on purpose. But I feel like if you ruin someone's clothes, you should replace them. Period. So, am I the asshole?
I don't really love the energy from either sides right now.
I don't either. They're both being like, I don't know, inconsiderate like of each other.
Well, because I'm thinking if I was on either side, one, if it was my swimsuit, I'd be annoyed or bummed, but I don't even know that I would mention anything.
Mm-hmm.
I would just be like, it was obviously not on purpose. It's not that big of a deal. But on the other side, if somebody reached out and said, you ruined my clothes, I would offer to pay for the whole thing. And if it is a set, then I'd be like, yeah, I'll pay for the set. But I feel like at least the way that it's written, it sounds like they're both like not even kind of giving.
There's no grace.
Yeah.
Really. I also am curious how much the swimsuit was, because it's like, oh, it's super thin. I'm like, okay, what are we working with? Like a $10 bottom, $10 set. Like, is it a $30 set? Did you get this from maybe a fast fashion website?
Yeah.
Like, what are we working with?
I also just remembered that they're 19.
19 and 21. So young.
Yeah.
College age, going out partying in Miami.
Right. So it might be like I spent my entire paycheck on this swimsuit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So cost, like, I do think she should pay something. To be honest, if this were me in this situation, no way in hell would I have given those swimsuit bottoms back with my shit stain in them. Like, I would be so embarrassed by that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm so sorry. A shark got them. They're gone. I don't know. Whoa,
I thought you meant you would just tell, like, I accidentally stained them. So that's what I would. I'd be like, I accidentally stained them. So
send me a link so I can get you a new one.
Yeah, like either if you want me to dry clean them, I can do that to get it out, or like I'll buy you a new one. Like that's just what I would do. So
yeah, I would really try to get it out before I gave them back, even if it was like after the trip. I will also say, if anyone out there has a lighter colored item, like whites especially, and you want to get some stains out, that Blue Dawn dish soap, man, that thing, and oil stains, if you get an oil stain on something, you leave that on for a little bit. If it's white, you can even put baking soda on it, scrub it with a little toothbrush, an old one, and bam, stains just be flying out of stuff.
Okay.
I would have tried everything. Yeah. OxyClean is great. I love
OxyClean. I think the writer is also just kind of grossed out by it, which is fair. I mean, I personally don't prefer to borrow or lend swimsuits in general. Like, I will and I have, but like,
feels a little intimate.
Yeah, it's definitely not my preference. So
that's a good point.
I think that the writer is probably also just sounds like, I mean, she said I'm mortified. So she probably just felt like even if I get the stain out, I don't want them kind of thing.
Yeah. And I would probably be the same way. I'd be like, you keep it. Or like, again, it really does depend on the price though. And I'm curious if OP has any comments on that. What do you think the overall vote is?
I don't know why I'm having a hard time deciding. Not the asshole?
Overall vote? Not the asshole.
Yeah.
Top comment here, not the asshole. She buys you a new set and keeps the old one for herself. That's fair.
Oh, perfect. Why did I not think of that?
I love that.
That's what I've like done in college. I've literally, if I spilt something on a friend's shirt, stained it or whatever, I'm like, can I have the shirt and I'll buy you a new one, or I'll buy you a shirt of your choice? I've actually said that before. And I think it's more annoying when they're like, no, I want to keep it too. And then I'm like, well, if it's unusable, then why do you want to keep it? Like, and have me buy you a new one? Like,
double dipping.
Yeah, I'm like, I would wear it again.
Eating it too.
So
no, that is like, duh. That's a really good comment. Next comment down. Yes, this. She pays for it, but gets to keep it. If she doesn't think they're ruined, then she can keep wearing them.
Yeah, exactly.
But making OP have to wear them, ew, no. That's a mental stain more than physical. But it's also physically there. She'll always know. And yeah, OP gets a new one that the friend pays for. But help her out by technically she's just buying that one for herself. Bonus points, the friend will surely remember to pack at least one bathing suit on every future trip. Not the asshole. Next comment down. My brother will give you $50 for them stained bottoms.
Oh, God. Yikes.
That's a good point to move along from.
I think the only reason why I was having a hard time deciding if she was not the asshole is because of the way she wrote it was kind of sounded aggressive. And she's like, you have to pay me, or you have to buy this. I feel like
she's probably embarrassed.
She's probably embarrassed. And I feel like I'd be like, hey, like, can you please buy me a new swimsuit? And she's like, you have to. I don't know. It sounded a little aggressive, which is the only reason why I was kind of conflicted.
Where are they on the radar for you?
What do you mean?
Naive or knuckle-skulled?
Who?
Numbskulled.
Oh, the
naive for me.
Naive.
Yeah. More.
But I won't even say naive, because it's like she knew what she did and she just tried to get away with it. She just tried to slide the undies back with poop on them, and she's like, she'll never notice. She'll put them on and she'll think it was her own poop. So that's why I think it's a little more than naive, because it's like, no, you were trying to get away with it.
I think the one girl maybe a little more.
The girl, the poop stain girl.
Knuckle-skulled.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Am I blending the words now?
Yes.
Numbskulled?
Oh, why did we record when we're tired?
No, this is going great.
Oh, okay.
Here we go on this next one. It is coming from AITAH, 11 days old, titled, Am I the asshole for dumping my boyfriend for saying a woman's period is, quote, just another excuse for a woman to reject sex?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Goodbye.
I, 27 female, am in an emotionally fragile state, and I just don't trust my own judgment right now. I dumped my boyfriend, 28 male, of 17 months after a shocking rant. He wanted to have sex. I told him I was on my period. He said, we can still have sex, and I said no. He then launched into this weird rant. Quote, a woman's period is just another excuse for a woman to reject sex. Yeast infections, just gave birth, not in the mood, blah, blah, blah.
Someone arrest this man immediately.
But somehow a woman never offers her mouth nor her ass when her vagina is allegedly out of service.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Then he immediately started apologizing and saying
too late.
He didn't mean it. I just couldn't see him the same way again.
Never.
Am I the asshole?
So sorry for speaking over you, but like, not the asshole. I literally, this is a crime.
This man needs to be on a watch list.
Literally.
That is a terrifying thing to say. Just gave birth?
What podcast are you listening to, sir?
He needs to get put in a cattle poker station and just electric cattle poker, just a little zap, zap, zap.
I'm so disturbed.
That's insane. And the fact she's like even questioning, like, I feel like I don't trust my judgment. Like, no. You are sound. You were justified. You were valid. Like, this is insane, disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, just terrible behavior. I'm like, I don't have words like to say things like that. Flabbergasted.
Repulsed.
Disgusting. Ugh. Top comment on this one, not the asshole. That random outburst are the true feelings he has hid inside and typically manages to not say. If you stay with him and God forbid have a baby, he will repeat that shit back to you.
Oh, yeah. I'm really happy that she left.
Next comment down. Yeah, this is the guy who cheats when his wife is pregnant or just had the baby, because how is he supposed to wait a whole 6 weeks? Ugh. Curious if there's any comments from OP or like updates. Okay, we do have some comments. So OP like kind of explains like why she's questioning things a little bit. There's a part of my mind that is thinking it was just one rant, but a part of my mind that is thinking it's even more scary how easily he went into that rant and how quickly he switched back to being all loving and apologetic.
Exactly.
Being a high libido woman in good health, the issue hasn't come up before. It's scary how he failed the one time the issue came up.
Wow.
That's disturbing.
So disturbing.
Disturbing.
I wouldn't like she needs to leave him because like how could she ever see him sexually again?
I wouldn't want him to touch me with a 10-foot pole.
And anytime he would touch me, that would go in my head. I would think those things that he feels. Does that make sense? Like
yeah.
It
would come back to you.
It would come back to you.
It would literally come back to you. Well, we do get a little bit of a positive end note with the last comment we have. I will never go back to him.
Good.
He ruined it. Okay, good. On to the next one. Okay, this next one is coming from r/relationship advice. It is 7 days old, titled My 33 male, wife 32 female, handled a disagreement immaturely. How do I get her to respect my feelings? We are both at fault. See, I'm a jokester and I do some pranks. A couple times I did a prank where I pretended to cheat on her. Now she told me she didn't like those pranks, but I did it one more time and I shouldn't have. Well, my wife got back at me by doing a cheating prank. It hurt my feelings. I now see what she means by cheating pranks aren't fun. But I'm hurt that she knew how hurtful they can be and yet still did it.
Go fuck yourself.
She said, obviously, I'm the type that needs to learn through experience. But that's not true. I would never intentionally hurt my wife. When I did the pranks, I didn't realize how big of a deal they were. But she knew and still did it.
This guy is an idiot. Is he serious right now?
I love my wife and our marriage is fantastic. And I'm hoping to start trying for a baby. But this hurts my feelings a lot.
Oh my God.
Naive or knuckleheaded? Numbskulled.
I'm like at a loss for words right now.
Is there a category beyond numbskulled?
Yeah.
What's worse than numbskulled?
I don't know. Let me please pause. It listed off a lot that I don't think sound that much worse.
Okay.
Like half-wit, nitwit.
Ooh, half-wit. That's mean.
But the ones that made me laugh is mouth breather.
Oh, mouth breather. Dude, this is why I still wear masks on airplanes. So people don't see me with my mouth hanging open and drooling as I sleep.
I got a massage.
Mouth breather.
And I was like congested from allergies. And I was literally just like, I felt so.
When your face was in the hole?
My face in the hole.
My God.
I felt so, I can't even imagine if I had a camera of like what I looked and
underneath
sounded like. Yeah. It was brutal. It was brutal. It was like the first time I wanted a massage to hurry up and finish. I was like, turn me around.
Oh my God. No. Turn me around. Flip me over. Oh my God. God, you need to come to the place Michaela and I go to. It's a $35 hour massage.
Wow.
But you keep your clothes on.
Oh. Prude.
I lost you there. Clothes on. Ooh. But it's $35 and then you tip them. Like you leave a good tip.
That is great.
It's a bargain still.
You know, some of my favorite massages are when I'm getting my nails done. I don't know what magic they're packing in there. Or maybe it's because I know it's only for like 15 minutes that I savor every second.
You just want more. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, back to this guy.
Okay.
It's bad. It's bad. I feel like, I don't know. I'm like, what is a living organism but doesn't have a brain? An amoeba? He's just giving like pond scum. Whew. Top comment. But you did intentionally hurt your wife when you pretended to cheat on her after she told you that she was hurt by that.
Exactly. That's why it's so...
Do you hear? You're literally typing.
Yeah.
You don't get to turn this on her and make yourself the victim. You are a total asshole. You owe her an apology and changed behaviors. Update me. It's like a little thing you can like tag at the end for when the person posts an update, you like get notified. Next comment down. This dude's search history must be like, why am I reaping? Do I have to reap if I sow? How to sow without reaping? Is turnabout actually fair play? Turnabout unfair. Pranks are stupid. Stop doing them, says another one. Okay, we're going to do one more crazy body related one just because I feel like this is a thing I have like seen popping up recently, and it is very, very concerning. So this is coming from Am I Overreacting? It is 12 days old, titled, Am I Overreacting for Asking My Boyfriend to Stop Calling My C-Section the Easy Way Out?
Wow.
I, 25 female, gave birth to our son 6 months ago via emergency C-section. It wasn't a part of the plan. Things got complicated and it was scary, but we're both okay now. Lately, my boyfriend, 28 male, has made multiple comments about how, quote, I didn't really give birth.
Oh my God.
Or, quote, took the easy way out. He always says it like a joke, but the more he says it, the more it stings. He even once said it in front of his sister, who thankfully shut him down. I've tried to talk to him about it, and he just laughs and says I'm too sensitive.
Oh, no, you did not. You did not go there.
Quote, it's not a real insult, babe. I just mean you didn't have to push. I've explained that it was traumatic. It required surgery. I'm still recovering from it, but he keeps making the same stupid comment. I finally told him it really bothers me, and if he can't stop, I'm not going to laugh it off anymore. He got annoyed and said I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I'm feeling like I overreacted.
No.
But I also feel disrespected.
Because he is disrespecting you in a very, very serious regard.
Am I being too emotional, or is it really just a joke? This is not the first time I've seen this bullshit. C-sections are easy. You can, oh my God, they're so easy. You can schedule them. Like the way people talk about C-sections is very odd. Some people, right? Like this is not all people, but like I've seen a really weird narrative lately on social media and like some corners of Reddit. I would have to break up over this.
Same. Not to be dramatic, but like I
don't think that's dramatic.
I don't want to be with a person who speaks to me like that after giving birth. I just don't. I don't want anything to do with that type of person. That person can go be friends with that period guy. They can go and they can be together.
They should be together.
And then be cut off from the rest of the world and don't bother any of us ever again. Thank you. Bye.
I mean, to tell someone that they didn't really give birth.
That's the part that like really, really, I just can't believe. How is that a joke?
I'm absolutely mystified. I think like for those listening that like don't really understand a C-section, like as you may know, based on basic anatomy, you have a lot of different layers to your body, right? You have skin, you have adipose fat tissue, you have muscle, you have all these layers. When you
Yeah, it's not popping a pimple.
No. When you get a C-section, I'm pretty sure it's cutting with a scalpel through 6 layers. And then you have to sew each of those layers back up. It doesn't miraculously heal when it's just stitched together. It is weeks. It is nerve damage potentially. Like this is a very serious thing. And she had this emergently. It wasn't a part of her birth plan. So you have that trauma. That's scary. That's a lot to go through, especially what sounds like their first baby. And then you have this partner who's like shaming you. You didn't really give birth. Okay, if she really didn't give birth, is she not a mom? Does she not carry this baby for 9 months? Does she not have a 6-month-old baby that she has now? Like, what are you saying even?
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people would be like, go to couples counseling, work on it. You know, you have a kid together. But honestly, if he cannot accept this and get over his ego and quit being defensive and weird and, oh, it's just a joke, you're sensitive, I really don't see a point in continuing on.
I just think that to make a joke like that right after birth is just so in poor taste and would just it would concern me about other aspects of the relationship. Like it's a bigger picture than even just those comments. Even if he stopped making those comments, it would be like, okay, you stop making those comments, but is this just how your brain works? Is this what you really think? Are you really that dumb? And that would concern me to move forward with the relationship. Like, I do think that like maybe if they went to couples therapy and it all of a sudden resonated with him of why that was wrong, why it's not funny, then sure, they can go from there. But like, if he's not willing to even understand, then like that in itself is so problematic.
I completely agree.
If your partner is telling you that there's something that is really hurtful and the other person's not even willing to consider it, huge red flag. I like that you put this right here. I just scratched it. It sounded like nails on the chalkboard.
Ooh. Yeah, the travertine will do that to you.
Again.
Give it a go. Red flag.
I normally don't wave these.
It's very fun.
They're normally not right here.
That was a gift from someone at our
live
show.
Love that.
Yeah, I still have the green one. I actually just found it today in a purse. This is sad. If anyone out there experiences something like this with your partner, you don't deserve it. Don't put up with it. You just gave him the gift of a child. He should be on his hands and knees.
That's what just makes me so mad too. Like, I think that you should be worshiping the person who just gave you your child. Like, they had to do all the work. And instead you're making fun of them, saying that they didn't do enough work. It is such an insane sacrifice on a woman's body to go through pregnancy and all the changes and the potential like ups and downs of all the hormones and just body changes and everything. I just could never, ever consider someone who's not like 101,000,000% there to root for me throughout the entire process.
I want a partner. I want a cheerleader. I want someone to root for me. That's like the cutest way to say it. Like, that's what it should be. Like, I see so many cute stories of like guys going and getting their partner like late night cravings where it was like, oh my God, I wanted, I don't know, French fries from this one place at like 3 a.m. and I cried until like he went and got them because it was so emotional. And like he went, drove 45 minutes, got it. He came back, I was sleeping. And it's like, just like you want people like that like, oh, I'm craving ice cream. I'm craving a pickle from Disneyland. Would you get one? Would you get me one? Like, I know
Morgan's going to test her limits.
I know if I asked for that though, he would be like, yeah, of course. Oh my God, that pineapple whip, the Dole whip. I'm hungry all over again. Mukbang who? Like I want a sweet treat now. Wow. Oh, popsicle.
And then Justin would be so excited to tell your friends and family, Morgan wanted a pickle from Disneyland. And guess what I did? Guess what I did, Lauren? I went and got it.
I know, he'd be so proud. He is a gift giver. He is like so thoughtful and just like so considerate about stuff like that. So it's like,
yeah, you guys are a perfect match.
What you want. Like that is so, it's achievable. It's out there. Like if you are listening as a couple and you're not stepping up like that, time to step up. You know, little surprises, little cute things, gestures, thoughtful things. Not shaming your partner, not belittling them, not saying they didn't really give birth. Ew.
Crazy.
Ew, you carry a watermelon for 9 months and shove it out your body.
Yeah.
Regardless of which way it comes out. That's crazy.
I wish him many kidney stones.
Oh my God. That's actually like a great comparison, I think. Like I think childbirth is still worse, but like the way that people talk about having to pass kidney stones through their urethra, that's actually like a really good burn to wish upon men that are bad. Do a little kidney stone dance. Okay, moving on to this next one. Okay, this next one coming from Am I the Asshole? It is 11 days old, titled, Am I the asshole for canceling my financial support for my son's wedding after his fiancée catfished him to test his loyalty? My son, 23, got engaged a few months ago. Recently, he admitted to me that he has been texting with a girl he met on Tinder. That alone already shocked me. He's engaged.
God damn it.
He's engaged, and that's obviously not acceptable behavior. But here's the twist. The girl on Tinder was actually his fiancée.
He really loves her personality then.
She made a fake account to test whether he would stay loyal. And when he flirted back, she confronted him. Yes, what my son did was messed up. But creating a whole fake profile to trap your partner, ? That's manipulation. If you have to run a sting operation to trust your fiance, maybe you shouldn't be getting married. After learning this, I told my son I wouldn't be paying for the wedding anymore. I don't want to support a marriage that already starts with lies and games from both sides. Some people in the family say that I'm overreacting and punishing both of them. What's your opinion?
What? So they want to continue to get married? What? Why do they? They're like, oh, that was funny. Like,
hey, I got you. You got me. The Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, literally. Is that what's going on? I'm kind of lost here.
Maybe they just kind of look at it as like, hey, we're even. Cool. You catfished me. I was attempting to cheat on you. We should still get married. Yeah. We should definitely still get married.
Well, and then they're saying like you shouldn't punish both of them for this. Well, then who is he? Who should he punish? And what do you mean? What? Is he saying he's no longer going to support his son's wedding ever in the future? Like any wedding?
This one. I'm gathering it's like, hey, like you two clearly have issues. Immature, that was manipulative. You shouldn't be on Tinder, but like you shouldn't be catfishing him. And like, I think that is irrational. Like, hey, your son took the first step to go on Tinder. It's lucky she matched with him and knew. Like, you know what I mean? Like, It's lucky she kind of caught him.
He's like, oh my God, this girl's 0.001 miles away.
Oh my God, yeah. But either way, it's like he would have cheated.
Yeah.
Like, likely. He put himself on Tinder.
I mean,
with a fiance.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if she felt like, you know, I don't know that I would call it manipulative or just genuinely like she had a hunch and she needed to find out for herself before she went through this with this marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And so she put herself on there to try to see if her hunch was true or not so she could find some closure rather than just ending a marriage based off of a hunch. So yes, I get it. It's like, well, if you are feeling that way about the person, then maybe it's not someone you should be marrying. But then also she was looking for like closure. So I don't know that I would necessarily use the word manipulation unless there's a lot more to the story.
Yeah. I do feel like that take is a little naive. Like you find what she did worse than what your son did.
Right.
That feels naive. Knuckleheaded, I don't know. Like I feel like it feels more stupid than just like blissfully just lacks wisdom. So I'm going to go, yeah, knuckleheaded.
Yeah.
Not the asshole though for like not wanting to pay for the wedding. Like that's your choice. If
Yeah.
you don't think your son is making a choice that, I don't know, you respect or like it's clear that they're not communicating well, they're immature, they're at odds, that's fine. It's your wedding.
You shouldn't be
It's
on.
not your wedding. It's your money.
It's your money. It's your choice.
It's your money.
You really probably shouldn't be on Tinder right before your wedding. Just a thought.
Just saying. Overall vote, not the asshole. Top comment, not the asshole. Sorry, but your son being on a dating website while planning a wedding while his fiancée was tricking him? Sorry, but that doesn't sound like a healthy relationship. And honestly, if the girl is smart, she should break it off, as it shows that your son isn't loyal, again, because of being on a dating app. Unless there is an agreement between the two of them that they allow to date outside of their relationship, this is a big red flag. Talk to your son about it. If he really wants to get married, because if he is disloyal now, why does he want to get married? A divorce is expensive and most of the time ends in worse condition for the husband. That comment has 24,000 upvotes right now. Next comment down. Yeah, not the asshole, but your son is. She was having doubts and he clearly is not opposed to cheating. She should have ended it. Not the asshole for removing financial support. Clearly, they should not be getting married. However, you are a bit of an asshole for being more mad at the fiancé than your son. She clearly had suspicions he was up for cheating and he was on a dating app. She didn't manipulate him. She just sought proof that he was not loyal and would be open to cheating. I would put money that someone told her he was on Tinder, and so she made a fake account to see if it was true. She should call off the wedding altogether. And that's so true.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many times in college we saw people's boyfriends on Tinder? Like, you'd tell them too, and like some...
I don't think I saw that.
What?
Yeah.
No, and like everyone would tell her, like people would send screenshots of the account and like just didn't care. But at least be the girl's girl. If you see something, say something. You see a Tinder, a Hinge, a Bumble profile, screenshot, send.
Yeah. I remember when my ex one time, you know, you can like delete your profile, but you can re-download it and it like comes up back up with what your profile used to be.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So with my ex one time, I was like, will you download? We were talking about what our profiles looked like, and I was like, will you re-download? I want to see what yours looked like.
Just so we can see.
Yeah. And so he did. And then I got like a text from a girl I haven't talked to in forever. And she's like, I'm really sorry to say this.
Oh, no.
I know. And I was like,
but like good.
I was like, aw.
A girl's girl.
Yeah.
I love that. Justin actually has a screenshot.
I like literally hadn't talked to her like since like 8th grade. I was like, damn.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
But sorry, go on.
Just like Justin and I met on Hinge, and he knew just, I don't know, apparently he knew just based off the profile, but he actually took screenshots of my profile and like sent it to a friend. I was like, oh my God, look at this girl. So I have screenshots of my Hinge profile, but I'm so sad.
Wait, he like kept them and like showed you. Oh.
Yeah, he still has them. But I'm so sad because like we didn't think about like how cute it would be to have those initial Hinge messages.
Yeah.
And so we both like deleted our Hinge account, and
damn it.
I know, and I'm like, Hinge, like anyone that works at Hinge, can you get that back? I want that.
Oh my God. Yes.
That transcript. But
I wonder do you remember what it was at all?
Me being flaky, probably. But I just like, I want to know. It was so cute. And like, I do remember his pictures and like him saying where he was from and all this stuff. But I remember how excited I was to delete the Hinge app. And like, it literally is like the app that's meant to be deleted. Like it tells you that as you say goodbye.
Are they an ad partner?
No, not yet. Hinge, do you want to sponsor my wedding? September 27th.
Honestly,
Let's go.
That would be a smart idea.
We've been together for 7 years. We met on your app. We owe everything to you, Hinge. But yeah, I think this is goofy. OP does come in with an update. Dear users, first of all, thank you for all of the answers and critique on my actions. After reading through hundreds of your comments, I want to take a moment to genuinely reflect and admit that many of you are right. If I'm being honest, had the roles been reversed, if it were my daughter engaged to a man who started flirting on Tinder and she pulled the exact same move to confirm her suspicions, I wouldn't have called it manipulation. I probably would have said, quote, good for her for finding out now rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
That double standard hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I reacted emotionally and focused way too much on how she exposed the issue rather than why he felt the need to in the first place. She didn't create the problem, my son did, and she reacted to it.
There we go.
I'll try to give you an update soon. I plan to talk to both of them again and hopefully get a clearer picture. Thanks again to everyone who gave honest input. Feels like a pretty decent ending.
Yeah.
Are we shifting? I feel like me personally, at least, I'm shifting a little bit more towards the naive, maybe a little even, neutral zone, a little bit of both. Seems like there was a little bit of a wake-up call about their maybe internal bias they had towards women.
Yeah.
Just
That's why I'm like, well,
saying.
what exactly is the definition of naive?
Someone who's inexperienced and lacks knowledge, often to the point of being credulous or overly trusting.
See, that's why I'm just like, I don't know if that would be a naive.
Lacks wisdom.
Because it's more of like a...
You're still kind of a stupid asshole?
You know what? Actually, they might be the same thing.
I don't know. But moving along.
Okay.
This next one is titled, Am I overreacting for cutting off my entire friend group after they told me they believe I'm demonically possessed?
Whoa. That's a heavy one.
I, 30 female, was a part of a close-knit friend group for several years. We did everything together. And although many of them are non-denominational or fundamental Christians, we always got along just fine. I was raised Catholic, but no longer practice actively. Despite our religious differences, there was mutual respect. Or so I thought. One day, one of my closest friends in the group, let's call her Sarah, sat me down for what she called a heart-to-heart. She was clearly distressed and kept telling me that she was worried about my well-being. Then she dropped the bomb. She believed a demonic entity was attached to me and that she had been sensing it for over a year. She claimed the moment it started was a night we all took mushrooms together.
Maybe it's on her.
According to her, I somehow, quote, brought the devil into her home. She told me she saw the face of the devil in a photo taken that night, laughing and mocking us.
Oh my God.
She had even brought it up to her husband, who apparently saw it in me too. It turns out she had also been discussing this with the rest of the group behind my back for months.
Oh my God.
When she finally brought it up to me, some of our mutual friends, including people I thought were level-headed, jumped on the bandwagon.
That's how cults get started.
She suggested that I see a priest, get an exorcism, or go back to church for spiritual intervention. Even some of our extended friends who aren't even Christian seemed convinced something was wrong with me. As someone that still holds many core Catholic values, even though I no longer attend church, I was deeply offended. The entire experience left me feeling ganged up on and judged, not supported. Afterward, the entire group dynamic shifted. I felt ostracized. I noticed people giving me side eyes, making plans without me, and treating me like I was tainted or dangerous. They even criticized me for using sage or crystals for intention setting, calling it devil's work and saying they were genuinely worried for my soul. Eventually, I told Sarah I needed to take a step back. Her response was, quote, "Whenever you're ready to come back, we'll be here with open arms." She clearly believed she was coming from a place of love, and I don't doubt her sincerity, but I couldn't get past how hurt, judged, and betrayed I felt. So I made a decision. I cut ties with all of them. I unfollowed and blocked them on social media, left the group chat, and blocked numbers. I haven't spoken to any of them in over a year. No explanation, no big confrontation, just silence.
There was no explanation needed.
A few of the more distant friends who were involved, but less intense, have tried to reconnect, sending friend requests or messages. And honestly, I feel bad for some of them. I think they were just caught up in the groupthink. Part of me still thinks they had opportunities to speak up or think for themselves, and they just didn't.
Yeah.
Sarah and I had been friends for 7 years. We were extremely close. Her intervention broke my trust, even if she truly thought she was helping. I haven't responded to her attempts to reach out since. I just ... can't. So Reddit, am I overreacting for cutting them all off without a word and choosing not to revisit those friendships?
No.
No.
Those are not friends. Those are freaks. Stay far away from them.
Also, like, as like Sarah, I'm gonna pretend I'm Sarah, right? Don't you think like, oh, I took a mushroom, I saw the devil. Don't you just like, it was a trip? But I guess if you're super religious, you would be like, oh my God, no, that was like an intervention. And like, I actually saw the devil, but like, that was not the mushrooms. I guess you could go there really fast.
So weird.
That's wild. Do you know I see the number 666 a lot?
Okay. Yeah, you've told me that before.
I don't know why, but I just heard a rumor today actually. Because someone commented on my 1111 necklace and I was like, yeah, 666 and 1111 are my numbers. And apparently 666 being the devil's number is like a rumor. Apparently it's supposed to be 616. What?
I don't know. This is just like, apparently that was a rumor that the devil started. Oh my God.
I'm Googling it. While 666 is commonly associated with the number of the beast in the Bible, some early manuscripts of Revelation actually cite 616 as the number. So I'm safe.
So who started the rumor?
I don't know, some apostles or something?
Jafar.
Jafar.
His buddy Jafar.
I wonder who started that. I feel like there's a lot of things that happened when things would get translated, like, you know, different gospels and things like that. I mean, there's so many gospels that were found that weren't even included in the Bible.
Bible?
The Bible.
Why'd you say it that way?
I don't know. I don't want people to come for me. I'm scared.
Why?
Because this could be a contentious thing. Like,
is this you blurring out the Bible by saying Bible?
I plead the fifth.
What I think is that if there is a number that you are actively like notice that you see, or whether you want to see it or you don't want to see it, I think you notice it a lot.
Yeah.
So you might have seen like 666 once and then you started noticing it because you were like, whoa, because it stood out to you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that.
What would you do if one of your friends like was very serious and planned an intervention for you because you were possessed?
The same as OP.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think OP was overreacting at all. At all. Top comment on this one, I just glanced at as we were chatting. Very interesting.
I mean, I would be creeped out of them.
Yeah.
Like, they're acting like they're creeped out of her. I would be creeped out of them. They're the weird ones.
I think it could be a little bit of projection, which is something this next comment points out. She's the one that sees demons when she takes shrooms. Shrooms don't let anything in. It unlocks what's already inside. She's the
Uno
one
reverse, bitch.
She's the one obsessed with demonic energy, which is why if there's anyone possessed with it, it's her.
That's what I said in the beginning. I'm like, you're the one who saw it.
Very interesting. You're just a sweet summer child playing with divination magic and hurting no one. She's the one controlling a group of people to literally demonize you based on her drug-fueled visions, pride, and ignorance, which is plainly evil. Good job cutting ties, and good luck to the others in that friend group. Hopefully they find the courage to speak up for somebody before she comes for them. OP does respond, I never really thought about it that way, so thank you. And yes, I agree about the last thing. OP does put an update in the comment.
Ooh.
Update. I realized I should add some context about our mutual friend group, the one Sarah and I share that's long distance and mostly out of state. They had no idea about the religious confrontation or the demonic attachment situation. Over the past year, I chose to not tell anyone in that group what really happened. They only knew Sarah and I had a falling out and stopped speaking. No one pried, and they were respectful, saying they'd be there to listen if either of us ever wanted to share. Part of why I stayed quiet was because I wanted to process things first and to observe. I was curious to see if Sarah would tell them anything, especially since she spent time with some of them over the past year, both in person and virtually. To this day, none of them have come back to me with anything suggesting she shared her side. From what I've heard, all she said is something like, I reached out, but she hasn't talked to me. The only direct quote I've gotten was, quote, it came from a place of love. I honestly think she hasn't told them the full story because she knows how wild it sounds.
Yeah.
And maybe she's afraid of being judged for it. It's just ironic that after everything, she's now the one who goes silent when it's time to explain why we don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
Tough. Losing friends is really hard, but when they think you're possessed by the devil,
then it makes it a little easier. That's wild.
Every time I think about possession stuff, it does remind me of that one girl, though, who went on a trip to New Orleans. And
okay, this is not clues. Do not scare me right now.
Well, she posted it on TikTok.
I have a happy algorithm.
She went to New Orleans and did like a ghost tour or something in a house. And like she came back and she had constant neck pain for a year. Went to doctors, went to everyone. She finally like went to a spiritualist, and the spiritualist found like an entity attached to her at her neck.
Not you telling me this right after I just said that I have back pain.
I really want to do Reiki.
What are you saying, Morgan?
I don't know.
Or should I call you Sarah?
Hey! I'm not Sarah.
What is Reiki?
It's healing hands. I've heard amazing things. Also, I'm thinking about doing this in Minnesota on one of my trips soon. My sister-in-law, Amy, knows a psychic, and she hosts dinner parties. And so what you do is like you invite 6 or 7, 8 friends, and you all go to a house, and like you go into this room with the psychic, and you each go into this room and you talk with the psychic and like have this experience. But the rule is you cannot share what happens until everyone has their meeting and she leaves, and then you discuss over dinner. And I have heard it is absolutely insane. Like this woman is truly, truly gifted.
Wow.
And so I really want to do it. She's in, Duluth, Minnesota, and I really want to do it.
I want to do a meeting with that woman on TikTok who says that she can talk to your cats.
Oh my God. I fully believe that too.
So awesome.
I don't know, like if this is something in my brain, like is there a part of your brain that's like really gullible? Like, do you think that's a thing? Is there gullibility in your brain that you can like,
I'd say so.
Could I inject it with Botox? Like, how do I fix this? I believe everything. I'm like so into the woo-woo.
What's the woo-woo?
Like the woo.
What?
The spiritual stuff.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Like woo-woo. Like, kind of out there.
I thought you were switching gears to those like weird dolls that everyone's obsessed with all of a sudden.
Okay, but why do I think they're really cute? The woobles?
I don't know. That's my question to everyone.
They're kind of scary. They look like a little possessed Yeti.
Yeah, what Why does everyone think they're so cute?
What are they called? What are they called?
I don't remember. Like,
oh my God, they look like evil, like cabbage patch things with fur.
Why do people think they look cute when they literally look like they would come alive at night and hurt you? That's what I'll say.
Okay, wow. I'm warm. The studio is hot.
It is hot.
I'm getting sleepy and this wine is great, but I'm ready for one last one.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a choice on it, Lauren.
Okay.
Option number 1, my boyfriend put a roach in my pants.
Whoa.
Option number 2, husband is appearing in gym girl TikTok videos.
I'm like, is he one of those guys who just goes up and ruins their video, like by working out right in front of them to be annoying? I just saw one the other day where this girl was trying to do a pull-up and this guy goes right in front of her face to face on the monkey bars and does it in front of her a bunch.
Ew.
And so she gets up and walks away.
But okay, gym one?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is coming from r/marriage, originally posted 7 days ago. Again, titled, husband is appearing in gym girl TikTok videos. All right. I hope I'm not about to come off as crazy. The situation is this. My, female 37, husband, male 28, and I go to a local gym a few times a week. He mainly lifts weights and is definitely one of the stronger guys there. There are several fitfluencers, both male and female, that frequent our gym. And over the past few months, the girls have started to be really friendly with him. I don't mind that really. It's fine to ask for a spot or form check, but what I didn't realize, and he didn't either at first, is that he was ending up in their Instagram and TikTok videos. I found out because a friend follows one of these girls and sent me a reel asking if I knew my husband was in these videos. When I asked him if he knew, he said he assumed that he was, but didn't realize they had so many followers. The thing that really weirded me out is how the comment section had a lot of comments about how this girl needs to get with her gym crush. She had even pinned some and had not mentioned anywhere that he is married. I'm not upset at him, but I just feel like her behavior is really odd. I don't want to be controlling, but I also don't feel comfortable with her being around him, especially if I'm not present. I guess I'm just asking for advice on how to bring this up with hubby without coming across as controlling.
Oof.
Whoo-wee indeed. What's your first step?
Well, I mean, if they go to the gym together, I would think that this fitfluencer would know that they're together. So that would feel pretty disrespectful.
Yeah.
I would probably try to be like, maybe try avoiding this girl. I don't know. Like, I know it's hard if he's just in the background, but I don't really, because if you don't know the girl, like, I wouldn't want to go up to her and talk to her about it.
Like, make it a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it is interesting because it's like you're clearly talking about my husband on your socials, though, being like, I have a gym crush, guys. So much so to where your followers are being like, you need to get with your gym crush. You need to get with your gym crush. It's like, ooh, I would feel uncomfortable too. I'd be like, whoa, am I missing something?
She should just make like a TikTok back, you know? Where
Stitch, like, this is my husband.
Yeah, a little Stitch, or like where her head is floating around in the background. You know?
Oh my gosh. I love when people stitch stuff.
Me too.
I love when like someone sees a TikTok and like you get both sides. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I actually live for a dramatic stitch and like two sides to a story.
Right? For
my
sure.
first step, if this were me, I'd be going through the videos, and I guess like you would also know if your husband wears his ring at the gym. And I know a lot of people don't wear their rings because like you can lose fingers and just weird shit. So you're supposed to wear like,
new fear unlocked.
if you work out, you're supposed to wear like a jelly band. And so maybe that's a solution. Like maybe if he's not wearing his ring at the gym and she's like, oh, he's not married, like maybe that's a girlfriend. Like, don't let a guy's girlfriend keep you from meeting your husband. I don't know. Like maybe she's got that mentality.
Oh God.
But I'd be like, okay, babe, we're getting you a jelly ring and we're going to make sure she knows you're married.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to talk to him though and just be like, can we nip this in the bud? Can you also stop being in her videos?
Yeah, I would agree.
You don't have to be in her videos.
I would agree.
Top
I would
comment.
like that's the thing is that like I would just say to my partner like, hey, I don't think that you're doing anything wrong by just existing in the gym. But clearly this girl is making it really public that and it just makes me feel weird. So I actually think you're right. Like maybe like putting a ring on if he's not wearing a ring just to make it clear, because at least then the followers see like, wait, no, he's actually married. Like, and stop feeding into it. Because imagine if like people were doing that with Justin and you saw that like going viral, you'd be like, bro, like, no.
I know. I'd be like,
it's a no.
No. And it's like, it's not to say you don't trust your partner, but like, it also just like doesn't feel super fair or good that there's like this other narrative going around.
Exactly.
Out there. I think that'd
weird.
be a good way to approach it. It's like, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. Like you're going to the gym. You should be able to go and work out in peace and like not worry about being posted and whatever. Like that is a crazy concept. And I've seen a lot of gyms crack down on posting where it's like you can't record. Like it's not fair to other members.
Yeah.
So it is interesting.
I do think it's weird. Like somebody pointed out when somebody was filming themselves during a yoga class, and it's like there's a lot of people in this class that are in the background of that video that are trying to really decompress and they're in vulnerable positions. They don't want to be in your video. Like, knock it off.
I don't want to be in anyone's video when I'm working out.
Like me neither.
I have a hard enough time convincing myself to get there and go there. And the last thing I want to do is feel like even more self-conscious that someone's recording me in a awkward position, red in the face, huffing and puffing.
There just needs to be more rules around recording in general. Like I'm so sick of people feeling entitled to like the paparazzi and everything with celebrities. It's just like that just would be exhausting.
It was. I just was in London with Michaela and we walked out of this restaurant and we like had no idea like this was going on because when we walked in, no one was there. But we walked out and at the same time we were walking out, some celebrity was like walking in and the paparazzi, the flashes that was going off, I walked out and I was like,
dizzy.
I was like, what is this? Like, I don't know how they do it. Like,
I thought you were about to say people were taking photos of you and Michaela, and I was like, nice. Tell me more.
No, I did. I did see Colin Farrell though.
Oh.
So I think there was like a meetup of like a bunch of celebrities, like a private event or something happening. I was like, okay, cool.
But Flash is annoying.
Yeah, very crazy. The TikTok thing too is reminding me of like, you know, Claire Holt, the actress that played Rebecca on Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, okay.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Super pretty. She just made a TikTok because like people were recording her in like a Pilates class and she was like, not cool.
No, not cool at all.
Not cool.
So not cool.
Top comment on this one. Does this girl know that he's a married man? If she does, then she's being extremely disrespectful. Asking for respect in this situation isn't being controlling. It's about setting healthy boundaries. Talk to your husband and let him know how uncomfortable these TikToks made you feel, especially given people in the comments saying things like she needs to get with her gym crush. It's his responsibility to address the issue, set boundaries, and ask her to stop recording him and posting him on TikTok.
For sure.
Next person down. Then go and comment on the TikTok about how hot and nice your husband is. Don't be petty, just complimentary. This will expose her as a homewrecker to followers without making her look controlling. Yeah. There is another comment that OP responds to, just asking like, how is he appearing in them? It's always videos where they are lifting near their max weight and need him to spot them. So he's participating, but not the focal point of the video. Yeah, no, this is getting, I don't know.
Yeah, she's pretty calm. This would piss me off.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people ask, like, does this person know your husband's married? Oh, I'm sure she knows we are together. We show up at the same time and leave at the same time and peck each other on the cheek between sets occasionally. I think I see the ring in one video, but kind of hard to see in most given the distance and angle.
I wish she could send us this. I really want to go creeping right now. Also, kind of unfair that you got a stress ball and I didn't.
Oh, here, I'll share it for the last one.
No, it's fine. See, look at You should have just kept it.
It's okay because they do pop. Michaela had the banana jizz on her. Like they pop really aggressively.
What is with you and food sexual words?
Mukbang isn't sexual.
Stop. Enough.
Okay. Well, you guys, we do get an update.
Ooh.
Okay, people, I appreciate you all so much for commenting on my post yesterday and validating that I'm not being crazy. Last night, I brought up the situation with the influencers again and told my husband that comments were being left on the video that made me uncomfortable. And I showed him. Upon seeing the pinned comments and me explaining who pins a comment and how, LOL, I think his words were, quote, damn, that's sketchy. I sort of balked at telling him to do anything, but he told me he would tell the girls that they can't film him anymore and to get rid of the pinned comments. We went to the gym this evening and I saw him go to talk to her. And now, a couple of hours later, those comments are gone.
Nice.
He said the girl was super embarrassed and apologized a bunch. I'm so glad I talked to him because now I feel loads better.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. This one seems naive. He remedied the situation very quickly after good, solid communication.
Well, it didn't even sound like she was mad at him from the start. So I think she was like more so asking if the other chick was an asshole, which sounds like, it doesn't sound like the other chick was being naive.
No.
It sounds like she was being a knuckled scruncher.
What?
I don't know what's it called. Knuckle muncher. A muck bin.
Was that sexual?
I thought I was just repeating what you said.
A muck bin?
I don't know what any of this means. Help.
Oh.
What does it mean?
You've never heard the saying muck her bin? Muck bin. Muck bang. I didn't even know what you were trying to say.
Help. This is way too late to be recording.
We gotta go. It's like 3 a.m.
Oh my God.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Another episode, another week, another month, another year. We're halfway through 2025.
It's scary, but we are.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
A couple of the stories that I teased at the end there are definitely going to go to Patreon. Lauren and I are recording a couple eps this month. We'll probably have some other good guests and new change coming very soon. Starting July, the Unhinged tier is getting 3 bonus episodes a month. Very, very excited about that. So head over to Patreon. We've got some free stories, free episodes. I can't wait to see you guys there.
I just can't get over the ending.
Mukbang.
Oh my God. Ooh, sorry. Okay.
Sign us off, Lauren. Cap us off.
Thank you so much for coming.
Until next time, guys.
Until next time, I'm going to bed. Bye.